A new host of gun laws in New York State will go into effect tomorrow.
The move comes directly in response to the Supreme Court's decision to strike down a decades-old law that required a license to carry a handgun. The new laws require concealed carry applicants undergo 16 hours of training and turn over social media posts from the past 3 years. It also establishes parts of the state as gun-free zones, including Times Square. New York Governor Kathy Hochul and New York City Mayor Eric Adams are looking to send a message to the High Court.
They decided to strip away the rights of a governor to protect her citizens from gun violence. That decision wasn't just negligent, it was reprehensible.
And to those with this insidious belief that you could have public safety with quick draw, who can draw their firearm the fastest, that is just not a reality.
And Erik Bottcher joins us now. He's a New York City Council member. Thanks for joining us. First off, I wanted to ask, part of this law includes putting up signs around Times Square to make it clear that it's a gun-free zone. Is that enough to stop a potential mass shooter? And are you worried that tourists who may not even see the sign could get arrested if they never intended to break any laws?
It's not enough. It's not nearly enough. And I'm extremely worried about what's going to happen when millions and millions more people are going to be eligible to carry guns around in their pockets. And that's what this law says. And even if you set up an area of town and put up signs saying gun-free zone, that's not, in my opinion, going to do a lot to keep New Yorkers safe.
Right. And thinking about the fact that Times Square is a travel hub, right? Has anyone addressed the fact that you might be traveling from one area where it's okay to have the gun through Times Square to another area where it's okay to have the gun? What are you supposed to do with the gun, while you're going through Times Square? There seems to be a lot of unanswered questions still. But council member, New York officials have not been shy about their opposition to the Supreme Court's ruling. Do you share this frustration? And could this become a model for other states who don't agree with what the High Court says?
The Supreme Court's decision was pure madness. For over 100 years in New York, we've had common sense gun laws that said you can't carry a concealed weapon in a dense urban environment unless you can demonstrate a real need for that firearm. So now the Supreme Court, with the stroke of a pen, is giving people the permission to carry guns around in their pockets. We already have huge problems with gun violence in New York City. I'm very worried about what's going to happen going forward.
And so what are some of the solutions, do you think, in the short term? I mean, this is one effort to fix, as you said, a worrying problem. But what else are you going to try to implement?
Ultimately, what we need is a Supreme Court that will overrule this decision, because until you can have common sense laws on the books, it's going to be very hard to keep people safe. In the meantime, at the city council, we did pass a law making New York, Times Square, a safe zone, which is something that's permissible under the law. The police department is going to have to be very aggressive about getting unlicensed guns off the street and enforcing the licensure laws that we have. They've passed laws saying that you need to submit your social media accounts, you need to take training, you need to submit references. We really need to make sure that the laws that we can pass are enforced strongly.
All right. Well, New York City Council member Erik Bottcher, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.